6 Minutes of Game Podcast. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? It's your host, King Lex. Hey, so I'm here to tell you in 6 minutes why or how Coach Prime is the reason for uh, Shedeur's downfalls or shortcomings, right? So, Shedeur probably played for Coach Prime since high school. They built their whole coach his resume as a player and his resume as a coach together, right? So he's grown accustomed to um, Shedeur's talents and you know his mishaps, his good traits and his bad traits, like a father would, right? You know your children, but also Shedeur gets comfortable with Coach Prime. Coach Prime is his father, so I'm not saying you're not going. In some cases, he'll push him further, but in most cases, he'll settle for okay. If you tell me you got it, okay. How was that, Dad? It was okay. Tired, Dad. Okay. And he probably pushed his son harder than like my dad would, or because he's a professional athlete, he knows what it takes. But it still wouldn't be enough, right? To come from somewhere with nothing and to have to work to be there, as opposed to come from somewhere with everything and be there because that's the place you choose. When I gotta get up and go do this flagging every day to pay my bills is different than if the owner's son comes and does this every day because it's the family business. One of us need it, and one of us just need to belong. So, although I got frustrated with Jerry Judy, I understand his position. One of us need this. One of us kind of just need to belong. But it's Coach Prime's fault because he put all that attention on those boys. Balled out at Jackson State. Weren't playing anymore. Did okay at CU. But you weren't playing anymore. So now Shiloh and Shedeur both were. Well, Shiloh's out of a job. Shedeur's on his way out of a job. Because when you become a problem in the locker room that much, they have no need for you. You had a problem with an NFL executive where they said that you weren't smart enough to comprehend the plays. Falling out with your teammates. So you put all this attention on you and your son's backs, and then your health begins to decline. And it's unfortunate. I'm not making a mockery of the situation, but let's just look at some of Coach Prime's conditions. Coach Prime's ailments include a history of blood clots that led to the amputation of two toes and extensive surgery on his leg. More recently, he revealed he battled and beat aggressive bladder cancer, which was discovered during a routine vascular scan prompted by his blood clot history, leg surgery, and he still has ongoing pain. If you pay attention, he scoots himself along. Bladder cancer. The tumor was identified as a high-grade, aggressive, non-muscle invasive bladder cancer. Sanders had the tumor removed, but later had his bladder removed in a full robot-assisted procedure. Post-surgery tests indicate he is now cancer-free. Last 6 minutes of game episode, I told Coach Prime to just go up to the booth, right? Or to the suite and pray for us there, man. Coach us from there. Because as unsympathetic as it sounds, when that other team looks across that other sideline and they see our fearless leader, our coach, our shot caller, in poor health, it kind of sends the wrong message, right? That's Dion. So for men my age and older, Dion is a statement, right? Dion is a way of life. It's prime time. Everybody was number 21. So you kind of taking the hero figure and making him a little more human. Because now every Saturday we see his ailments and his injuries. And Shedeur is battling that too. The Browns are battling that too. On to the booth. Let's go making a mockery of football. Let your son live out his dream. We need you here, Coach Brown. We want you here. We love you. But I want what's best for all players, coaches, students, and anyone else involved. 6 minutes.